Recently, I did a video testing out the mouse and keyboard support on the Xbox Series S and also the Xbox Series X. And I got a lot of requests to do the same video, but with the PlayStation 5. With my initial attempt, I first tried to set things up with my wireless keyboard and mouse, as I previously had managed to get this to work successfully on my Xbox Series X. Using the provided wireless dongles with both my Logitech mouse and keyboard, the PlayStation successfully detected both devices. And you can confirm this by pressing the PS button on your controller and scrolling over to accessories. Once your keyboard and mouse has successfully been connected, you can now use the keyboard to navigate the PlayStation dashboard. Using the arrow keys, you can scroll between tiles to choose which game you want to launch in, and then clicking the enter key will boot you into that game. Unfortunately, the mouse cursor does not work on this PlayStation, so you can't browse with the mouse. You've got to use the keyboard only. Once you're inside of a title, then the mouse will come online. So inside of Fortnite, Call of Duty, you can use the mouse cursor just as you would on a computer. In my last video with the Xbox Series X, we tested out the mouse and keyboard support for Call of Duty Warezone. And in terms of the actual input and gameplay performance, it felt very comparable to my gaming PC. However, the major issue was the lack of an FOV slider. This made me feel quite motion sick compared to the wider field of view that I'm used to having on my computer. However, on the PS5, I do own Call of Duty Vanguard, which is the latest release in that franchise, and that does have an FOV slider. So I was anticipating some pretty awesome results. Unfortunately, just doing something simple such as moving the mouse inside of the menu felt incredibly laggy, as if there was a huge amount of input delay or a heavy amount of mouse acceleration, making it feel very unsmooth. On the PlayStation 5, you do have more customization over your keyboard and mouse compared to Xbox, and I spent some time experimenting with these. Even after resolving the issues with the mouse, I then ran into problems with the wireless keyboard. I loaded into a multiplayer match, and the wireless keyboard just wasn't working at all, even though we had already established that it was connected successfully to our console. This then meant I had to use this cheap and nasty $20 wired keyboard that I bought on Amazon a few years ago. So we are now inside of a game of Call of Duty Vanguard. You can see our keyboard is working as it would on a PC. You can customize the button mappings the same. It all operates like that. And our mouse is working as well. We can shoot, we can aim in. The mouse definitely feels a lot better. Now we are using a wired mouse. It doesn't seem to have that acceleration sensation that it did previously with the wireless one. And also in-game, actual gameplay feels smoother than this mouse does inside of the menu. I don't know whether that's just a console thing, but on PC, the mouse usually operates perfectly fine in-game and also while inside of the menu. But on the whole, this feels very comparable and way better than Warzone does without the FOV slider. I've actually got my FOV customized here. I don't feel motion sick when I'm actually playing. And, you know, if someone told me this was on PC, I genuinely would have no idea. However, there is a problem when it comes to exiting out of your current game. On Xbox, if you click the Windows key, this will return you back to the Xbox dashboard. However, on PS5, I could not find a way to exit back to the homepage, clicking the Windows key, clicking the home button, Windows D, Control F4, all those types of things you would traditionally do on computer just didn't seem to work. So you will also have to have your PS5 controller handy in order to get up this little menu and also go back to the homepage. So a little bit inconvenient, but it's not the end of the world. In conclusion, I don't think the PS5 is even worth considering using with a keyboard and mouse. The overall support is pretty dreadful compared to Xbox, and there are hardly any titles on PlayStation that actually support it. Basically, you have Fortnite, Call of Duty, and Sims 4, whereas at least on Xbox, there are some first-party games such as Halo Infinite that do have incredible mouse and keyboard support because of the heavy Windows 10 integration that Xbox has had over the past few years. Furthermore, you have to ask the question as to why you would want to use a keyboard and mouse on your PS5. Being a PC gamer, I understand all of the benefits of using a keyboard and mouse, but most of Sony's titles are story-driven games, and even Call of Duty has special features for the DualSense controller with the adaptive triggers, so why would you want to miss out on such a cool thing? If you own a PlayStation 5 and you're looking for an awesome monitor upgrade that supports HDMI 2.1, I recommend that you check out this video next.